the plan. It was perfect timing, wasn't it?
Perfect. You just had to wait for me.
I just had
You
to
waited for me to stop before you started. Oh, that's good.
exactly perfect setup. Anyways, welcome to the 1% Bias Show. And it's
You
your
know
man
what? You
B.
know what? I like the way, like in the recent time, you haven't mixed it up, and I'm like, wow, that's good. Like
Are you
I've been
proud?
waiting to correct you, but then again, I'm like, wow, this guy has not mixed it up one bit. So
I don't know. You sound like it's a bad thing. I don't know if that's you giving me props, like well done, you're doing an amazing job, or are you just upset that I haven't messed it up? Which
that's
is
me
it?
saying, well done. You're doing good because you
Thank you
haven't
very,
messed it up.
thank you very much. I appreciate it. I mean, you giving me a compliment. Now I'm a bit worried, but I'll take it. Thank you so much.
See, this is why. Anyway, let's move on.
Anyways, welcome to the 1% Bias Show, and it's your man BWI, and I'm with B
BX. Good to see you
B to the
guys,
Dex,
everyone.
guys.
What?
B to the
What?
Dex. B Dex. Yeah, B Dex. How are you today? As usual. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How is it at your end? Oh, I'm in a very good
Mhm.
mood today. Finally logged off for like a couple weeks. So
Oh, where you going,
yeah,
Che?
move, move,
Are you gonna
move.
say? Are you
My
gonna say?
location,
Okay, so you don't
my
plan on
whereabouts
disclosing.
shall not be tracked or traced.
What if your fans want to meet you? Where can they find you? Your
I'm
fans,
not doing a meet and greet. I'm
so
going to a lonely place where I'll be by myself and just relax. You
what,
know,
what are we expecting to see? Are you going to be posting anything
I'm
on your
gonna be back.
socials?
I don't think so. No, I usually don't. Maybe like in a few months' time, the
Yeah.
pictures would come
You're
up.
one of
But
them, aren't you? You post
yeah,
after you're done with the trip.
not just after. It's like months after.
Months
So
after you're
maybe
done
even a
with the
year
trip.
after.
Ah!
Sometimes I put like some pictures on Instagram and people be like,
Mm.
"Oh, where did you go to that?" I'm like, "Bro, it's been like a year now." Like it's been
Anyways,
like a year now. I've just gone through the
that's
stuff on
tragic.
my phone and I realized that, oh,
That means
this is
anytime
still
I
there.
see any photos or videos on your socials, I should assume it's a while ago. Then it's
It
not a current
sometimes, not
or
all the
recent
time.
photo.
Sometimes it's a while ago. Sometimes it's very recent.
I
Just
think
depends
most
on
of
how
the
I
time.
feel. We're here to
Anyways,
talk football, man.
well, I know. Let's go straight to the point. Welcome, guys. If you're just joining us, please, if it's your first time here, do like, share, subscribe. That's what else can you do to support the
What else
channel?
can you do? What else can you say?
Share, subscribe. Obviously, it's international week. You know, so obviously since last week, so there's not been a lot of club football, but there's been a lot of international football. And if you can see the topic of today, it's we'll be talking about Arsenal, talking about racism in football, talking about Nigeria because I'm Nigerian. What can you do about it? And Nigerian qualifiers. We'll be talking about England as well and Tuchel, and obviously how obviously England is playing right now as we speak. England is playing right now as we speak. So if you're joining us instead of watching the England game, well, I can only say thank you. So let's go straight right into it. Yeah, I'm going to ask you a question, and I expect a nice answer. Pretend like you do not know this question. Do you think we'll be talking about Miles? This is about Miles Lewis Kelly. Yeah, I want to know throughout the week, just so for people who don't know the story, yeah, there's been a lot of, should I say, hate, on Miles Lewis Kelly. And welcome. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of comments. So hello to everyone on the chat, please. And thank you for subbing. Someone farted and someone subbed. Thank you as well. So back to the matter at hand. Miles Lewis Kelly. I wanted to ask you: do you think it's a matter of racism, or do you think people just hate Arsenal? I'll give you an example. Saka. Why? I'll give you just so you can debate this properly. Saka used to be obviously he missed the penalty some time ago. It's been a while. I think that was during in the Euros. But then he received a lot of hate. Before you think it's an Arsenal thing, Rashford has also been in that same boat. Sancho, I think it was them three. You know, but for this particular one, for this topic to discuss now, Skelly is just an 18-year-old. He 18-year-old. his debut season for Arsenal, and he's been fantastic. You can't tell me a similar case was Maino, because Maino had a very short stint and then he was called into for the Euros. So that was a very good, should I say, speed into like first team football and everything. It was very fantastic for Maino. But we didn't hear as much criticism for calling up Maino. Why is Skelly's bit different? I want your honest opinion. So do you think it's racism or do you think it's just an Arsenal hate? What's your opinion so far?
Um, um, I think first of all we should say that there was quite a lot of backlash
Mhm.
when they called Maino. So
Oh,
yeah,
was there?
there
Okay.
actually was.
Okay, so now that
So
is
I
just
think
perfect.
so I think two things, right? I think two things, and I think two things can be true at the same time. So
Hmm.
first of all, I think this whole thing started off for me though. It felt like started off as a banter, which was good, which is football, like which is what you want to see in football. You want to see the rivalry, you want to see that. But then again, as we have it and as we continue to have it, I wish we don't. We have very stupid people, and we've got like we've got this races. And sometimes I still don't understand why we still keep talking about racism in football. And
Okay.
um I should say on this point, I did my master's dissertation,
Mm.
racism in football.
Congratulations.
That was my dissertation in my master's back then, and this
Hmm.
was like back in 2019. So I think
Wow.
even before then there's been racism in football. So I think it sickens me to see that we're still talking about these things
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
till now, right? And
Yeah.
it's the fact that people don't seem to get arrested, no one seems to be banned.
Yeah.
They just talk about it and talk about it, and
Yeah. And then nothing is
the clubs
happening. No
keep putting
action.
out public statements. We don't
Yeah.
condone this every single time.
Yeah.
So I think part of it, a lot of it is just racism towards what
Hmm.
17-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Um,
Still a teenager.
which is awful. And if you look at some of these people saying these things, some of them are even older than he is.
Yes.
So
Yes. That's a
imagine
fact.
like how dumb are you to be racially abusing somebody that is. No, I mean,
Still a
not to say
teenager. It's
you
still a
should
kid.
racially abuse anybody, you shouldn't, but racially
It's
abusing
worse
somebody
when
that
it's a
is
child.
way younger than you,
Hmm.
what do you get from it? But then
Yeah.
again, that's England anyway. Right, like that's the that's the country that we live in, and these things continue to happen.
But
And the
what can
funny
be
thing
done?
is,
Now you said you
if
did
this
that
guy
in your
goes,
study. What
what?
do you think can be done? Is there a remedy for this, or is this just something that will just happen till? Yeah. Do you think there's
See,
a?
I see. This it's a big issue, and I don't think it's something that we can fix, and I don't think that it's something that something can just be done like that.
Mm,
But I think there should be stricter punishment for people when they get, sometimes I feel like just banning them from games doesn't do justice, because
no.
then these people don't come to the games, but they go online and tweet their insults and all those things
Yeah.
like that. So
To
I
be
think
fair,
there should be bigger punishments for things like that.
yeah.
Um,
To be fair, obviously, I know you did point out the fact that we need things to be done to like obviously reduce or take out racism from football. Obviously, so far what's been done is like or especially those online trying to like ban accounts and stuff, but people just go ahead and create new accounts. So it's really difficult to like make sure it's eradicated from football. But my own point is, yeah, it is all right to have a view on like okay why we don't think he's good enough, but just say respectfully, you know. It's the insults, is the Tuchel is stupid, is the boys is the con like c word and all of that is like sometimes I'm so disappointed in football fans, and I'm like the way they handle certain things is just is embarrassing. In Mikel Arteta's voice, embarrassing. It's a disgrace. You understand? And it's just how do we correct the minds? Obviously, people who I'm not gonna lie to you, people who react in that way and who put things out in that way is just their persona. I don't think it has anything to do. You they are just disgusting people. That's straight fact, straight up facts. And there are always going to be disgusting people out there. But it's just how can we stop them from making this public? It's shocking.
I don't. I mean that's the thing, and that's a very big question. It's bigger than football itself is
Yeah.
a very much, it's very much a society thing. So I
Yeah.
think it's the society that
Individuals
we live in.
still play.
So
Mm-hmm.
um things change in the society, things change in football basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. Like it's tough. Like you could come on. I don't want to come up with stuff now and then people start attacking me as well.
That's
Um,
something.
but yeah, I just think there needs to be stricter punishment.
Yeah. So I want to ask you,
Sometimes
talking
when
about
some of these people are caught, especially in the ones that they see in the
yeah.
stadium, then you need to actually do something, like you need to punish them properly, like
No, shout
proper
out to everyone
punishment.
in the comments, by the way. I'm seeing so
Um,
many comments, so shout out to you
but
guys.
yeah,
Um, another question I wanted to ask. So obviously Skelly, and he made his debut, one of the best debut. Apparently, he's the youngest debutant to have scored on his debut. Also got the man of the match, which was quite brilliant. So what do you think do you think he's going to cement his place? Obviously, we don't know this. I don't really think there's a way you can answer this question. But what do
I
you think
think it
about
will
Tuchel's
because
call up?
I think it will because
Mm,
I mean, obviously, he still has a long way to go, but I think he will. Simply
mm.
because if you look at the England squad, there's not really a natural left back. Like there's
Luke Shaw has not been.
look, see,
This guy from Chelsea, what's
same
his
same
name?
for Manchester United, man. We need to move away from Luke Shaw. Maybe what would happen to
It's
Luke
been
Shaw
two,
is
3 years. You know,
maybe
it's
maybe what maybe
ridiculous.
what would happen to Luke Shaw is he only plays the international tournaments. I don't know how he's gonna
I
work
don't-
that out,
Is he
but
getting paid to be? Is he getting
of
paid?
course, of course.
No, I'm
See,
just kidding.
I don't know. It's gonna work that. I've said it many times. You should go to a club where they don't require him to come, to play very often.
Mm.
I don't know what club that's gonna be. Maybe it goes to the Saudi, maybe it goes to like MLS, maybe it goes to Chinese league. Like one of those,
The Chinese league.
leagues would be
Mm.
good for him, and then maybe he can still play because as it stands, he's literally one of the only natural left back they've got in
Mhm,
England in the team. So I'm like,
mhm.
they need to move away from him. So I think MLS is still going to play. Miles Lewis Kelly. He's still gonna play. I mean, it started again today, so it's
Yep.
good for me. Is a good player.
Mm.
But I've not really. I don't know. Like, I mean, good player, but
It's just
I'm
giving more
not
time to see
I'm
how
not
far he
yeah,
gets or what.
exactly. Like
Mm.
I'm not like, yeah, it's the next
You've not been sold,
best thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
exactly,
that's
kind of
normal.
thing.
He needs more
Um
time. To be fair, it's literally his
yeah,
breakout
I
season. He's
mean,
still in
it's
his
it's
breakout
got
season.
quite a lot of, I mean, it's still young, so it's
Attributes
got
and
quite a
stuff,
lot of decision making
things to learn.
maturity to get through because
Ah,
he's got quite a few red cards in him.
you see, that's the thing
Um
with
but
you.
some of them is just
And
youthful exuberance, and I think it's gonna get better with
I'll
him.
be honest with you. All the red cards. It has what, two red cards. One, he
The red
was
cards
the
are not
last
red cards.
man.
That's
No,
what you
no,
want to
but
say.
like no, come on. You have to put context to things. There are certain red cards that this guy is well deserved. He went for a stupid tackle. All the red cards he's gotten.
I think it's just because is still very young. So
No, but no, but the red
it
cards
tries
have
to.
only not. I mean, they've all been. One has not been obviously the straight red, the marker. You remember that one? That one was obviously not a red card. The second one was he was the last man, not because it was a stupid tackle. Like my point is, those red cards were last, not like from reckless tackles, but just last man tackle and
I think he's just young, and I think he's gonna outgrow these things because I feel like when you're a young footballer, you want to go for every, especially as a defender, you want to go for every tackle. You want to
mm.
make sure that you don't get beaten. But I think sometimes as a defender, you need to realize that you need to let a few things go for the greater good sometimes, and
Except for the
sometimes you
greater good.
need to actually make those fouls for the greater
Mm,
good as well. So I
mm.
think the more he plays, the more he sort of integrates himself himself in a team,
You're good
I
then.
think it's gonna get better. So I'm not
What do
gonna
you
be
think
like,
about if we let's talk about
I'm
England
not
for a
gonna
bit?
just give any excuses. It's just a young guy. Like let him enjoy himself.
You
But for
enjoy
me, as
exactly.
far as he's gonna play against Manchester United or he faces my team, or when I want a team
It's
to
not
beat
about your
Arsenal,
team. This is
my
about an
my team
individual
will
player.
see,
This
it will
guy must
always
always
be
bring his
go
team
and,
inside this.
go towards Mars Lewis Kelly because he's still very young. He can get a red card. That's
Oh, yeah,
that's just the way I see it. But
it's not
obviously,
bringing
great
his
player,
team
fine
into this.
player.
Yeah,
Not
the
not
future. I
nothing
think the
about.
future is bright for him.
Yeah, yeah.
And just talking about England, what you like your take on them bringing back Henderson, Rashford, your reject. Rashford is looking good. I'm not even going to lie.
It's not
He's looked
looking.
good. No,
You
but he
people are
is
like,
though. Did
it was not
you
banned
watch?
in the first place though. It
He
was not
was
banned in the first place.
in my no.
It
I'm talking
looks
about this season. He's been bad this season. I'm not talking about him as a player. I'm saying this season he's been bad.
when you say looking good,
Out, he's
like
out.
what you say,
First of all, he's
like
output,
is
output.
which output
He's
is
wait now.
there's been
How
no
many
like
goals did he score for you guys this season?
I can't remember. I
Because he's
left him
barely
in the past,
scored. That's the
but
point. His
yeah,
output
but
has.
has he started scoring now?
I think he scored one for Villa, hasn't he? And he's
Okay, yeah,
assisted as well.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
Rashford though. Like that's like there's nothing. I
No.
mean,
Okay.
obviously,
Sorry.
maybe
It's
you
maybe
guys are
the
looking at
problem
it
is
from.
my wording. He's looking like he's getting back to form. Is that okay?
I mean,
The
it looks like
pain.
he's a bit.
The pain.
He's showing a bit more interest. That's what I would say.
Okay. Yeah, you can. If that's what you want to
Yeah,
say, then
yeah.
he's
Like
looking like he's
his
interested in playing
attitude
football
is showing a bit
again.
more interest. I mean,
Okay.
trust me, I'm happy for him to get the call up anyway,
Mm.
because if Foden, after what Foden's done this season, if Foden can get a call up, then Rashford
Rashford should
hundred
get a
percent can. It's not
call.
that bad. Like Rashford is not that bad. He can
Okay. So
definitely
why
get
did
a
you guys
call up.
loan him out then? Is it because of the system thing you were talking
It's
about
no,
that
it's just
it's just
because of
not?
his attitude. Like it didn't seem like.
Mm.
I think he was maybe carrying a lot. Maybe the
Mm.
pressure from United fans. Like he just didn't. For me, yeah. As long
So are
as
you saying Man United have terrible fan base? You guys are not supportive.
no, I
You
mean
guys
every
always
fan base
like try to
you
bring
have
down your
expectations.
players.
You have expectations for your players. Like I don't think
Mm.
you'll be a fan and not have expectations for your, especially somebody that is like the highest earning player in your
He is
club and you
earning a
have zero
lot.
expectations for him. Like no, like that's just not how it works. For
Mhm.
me, it's a player can lose form, a player can play bad, but once I question your willingness to play for the club. That's where my whole thing with Rashford lies. And
Mm.
United fans can lie, they can pretend, they can ignore. But we watch this guy play, like everybody cannot be wrong. We watch him play and we're like, this guy just doesn't seem like he wants to, like he's just not, that vibe, that interest is not there,
Yeah.
right? Like he's not running as much as he used to. Like he's
Hmm.
not make tracking back. He's not making tackles.
Hmm.
And to top it off, he wasn't even now scoring. So even if he
Yeah.
was scoring, we'll be like, okay, yeah, he's a goal scorer. Like, are you telling your best goal scorer? But he wasn't doing that. Like, and we started to question, like, does he want to play for the club? Is he interested in playing? And then he
Mm.
had the thing with the coach, and he, talked about new challenges. Like all of those things, and I'm just there like, let this guy just go. So he's in a new place now, he's in a better place. Let him just, play. For me, it's still the same Rashford. I think
Mm.
Manchester United should sell him, sell
Ah.
Sancho. We don't need them
Wow.
back. Good
Wow.
enough.
Wow.
But we move. Yeah, like there's
Are you
no like
speaking the mind of most United
it's
fans?
see, it's yeah, it's not because Rashford is not a good player. He's a good player, but I just think
His
that
heart
chapter
is
is
out of
closed.
United.
The
Yeah.
only thing, what I feel is I feel slightly bad the way that chapter has ended. I really wish there was a better ending to it.
It's
But
like a breakup.
yeah,
Like someone cheated
exactly. But
and now
it's just
you
like
need to break up.
exactly you've already broken up
But in
as
this
far
case,
as
who
they
cheated?
loaned him
Was it
out to
United or
Villa.
Rashford?
you've broken up with your ex, so just let him go.
Yeah, sheesh.
Exactly. Like just let that
How
go.
did Ed Sheeran sing this song again? Oh, is it Ed Sheeran?
I don't know what you're trying to sing, but they should just let him
Oh
go. Like let him
Lord,
just go enjoy his football
that's a nasty
in
breakup,
Villa.
man.
I'm sure Unai Emery is very happy to have him.
He is, and but he
You
looks
know,
good though in the Villa team.
yeah, look,
I
it
would
looks
have taken
decent.
him at
But that's
Arsenal. I'm
it,
not
though.
going to lie.
I think. See, part of me as well still think we expected way too much from Rashford. Yeah, he
Mm,
had that season where he scored 30 plus goals. That was it. But I think we thought that was going to be the everyday regular Rashford. But
it just never
I
worked
don't think
out.
that is. I think the Rashford we see now is the Rashford. Couple goals here and there, maybe 10, 11, 12, which is not bad for a player. But I think we expected that
20
30 goal
something
Rashford all
minimum.
the time. And
Which 30? No, just 20
that
something and
was that,
above.
yeah, like
Mm.
I've
All right.
said it a long time ago. Like I've actually said it a long time ago,
Okay.
but it
So
is what it is.
Rashford's career in Manchester United is practically done then.
For me, I think it should be done. I
Then
don't think we should bring it back. We should
heartbreaking.
certainly make some profit.
All
Which
right.
is why I'm happy is gotten the England call up. I think it's called. I want him to score a few goals. Maybe then some clubs will come and buy him. Honestly,
No, but
like
Villa is going to
that's my
Bayern. You
prayer.
don't need to pray. I think it's going to stay at Villa. It looks good. The manager seems to
No,
like
it's
him.
not just that he's going to stay at Villa. It's a loan,
The pr-
so
like the
I don't think
price,
there's an
so they
option to
can
buy
pay.
there. I don't think so.
Mm,
So
yeah,
it's gonna come back, and we need to ship him out again in the
fair
summer.
enough.
So that's
Um.
profit for the club.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mister Rashford's best fan. Moving
Hmm.
on to another international. Let's talk about Nigeria. Let's talk about the World Cup qualifiers. So obviously I have the we're what, third on the table behind
I don't even know.
Rwanda. So I know because it's been a very
I saw the
disappointing
game, but I don't even know
World Cup
the.
World Cup qualifiers. Hello to everyone joining the channel. Please welcome. If it's your first time here, we're here to talk football. Do like, share, and subscribe. And you can also obviously make your input. We're reading the chats, guys. We're reading the chats. Let's talk about Nigeria World Cup. So we beat Rwanda 2-0.
Are we not?
Let's talk about
Is there
Victor
not a game
Osimhen.
tomorrow, or
So
when
there
is
is
the next
another
game?
game tomorrow, and
Tomorrow.
this is against Zimbabwe. But let's talk about Victor Osimhen. Do you think where would you rank Victor Osimhen on the best striker list right now? Obviously, I want to think Haaland. For some people, Osimhen come before Haaland. For some people, Isaac before Haaland and all of that. But let me hear your opinion. Where would you rank Victor Osimhen on the
I
strikers
think
list?
right now is one of the
Mind you, he's top
top
scorer in
10
Turkey as
at
well.
least, maybe
Top
top
10.
10. Yeah,
Top 10. Someone
top.
just said Osimhen is better than all of them. Thank you very much. Antoine
I think we
Griezmann.
should
I
be
didn't
real,
ask for
but I mean,
Antoine Griezmann, but
is in the top 10 um
top
best
10.
strikers in the world right now.
Top 5, top 10 feels like you're putting him way behind.
Yeah, maybe like number
He
5
lacks
or number 6
personality.
or number 4.
Please
I
give
don't know,
me
but
four
it's not more than
strikers.
10.
Give me four strikers that come before Osimhen.
Haaland,
Okay.
Isaac,
Okay.
Harry Kane.
Kane. Oh yeah, I forgot about Harry Kane. Okay.
Um, who else
That's
can I
three.
think of right now? Okay, maybe Osimhen, just because I can't think of anyone else, but I know there's someone
Four.
else out there as
Gyökeres,
well.
Sesko. Are you putting them before him?
Not
Are
really,
you?
no.
I mean Lewandowski, but that's for
Oh
history,
yeah, of course
not current.
there's
No,
still
but not the current
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
There is
Not the current
for me,
Lewandowski.
I don't know why nobody talks about him. He had a very good season
Is
for
exactly.
last season.
Someone just said
Lautaro
they will never
Martinez.
have an easy game against him. The defender. Oh shit, he lacks personality. Okay, fine. I think yeah, Osimhen.
There's Lautaro Martinez, who
Oh
had a
yeah,
very
Martinez.
fantastic season last season as well.
That's true.
I don't know why nobody talks about him, but like
Well, because no,
I'm
they're
saying
not doing what
Osimhen
Osimhen
is
is
one
doing
of
though.
is Osimhen is there with those guys. I wouldn't say it's like not there, but is there
Would you
with
have him
those
at
guys.
United?
So say that again.
Would you have Osimhen at United? Or someone just
Oh, of
meant that's
course,
a
yeah.
good
We
shout.
need the
Alvarez has
striker.
been
We
unbelievable
need
this
the
season.
striker. He's a good ball hustler.
Hmm.
He's very, agile. Um, yeah, I would take him. But personally, in my game, I really like strikers that know how to dribble. I don't really see Osimhen dribble because he's just a
Dribble.
goal scorer.
What do you need your striker to know how to dribble for? Give me
Like
a strike.
Isak.
Give me a top. I mean,
I
Isak
like is
doesn't really
see. Let me
dribble
let me
though.
tell you. Huh?
He doesn't
It's
really
not it's not
dribble.
it's not dribble like see
The
when I'm talking of like my kind of strikers I
run
have
with
in
the
my head, right?
ball.
Ronaldo, Delima,
Oh, okay.
Sergio Aguero,
Okay.
Luis Suarez, like
Okay.
those people, like 1v1, they
Tricky.
will
Tricky. Tricky.
like they've got skill to their game. Like they've got
Okay.
some, quick feet, skill, dribble here, dribble there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those guys like they're good. Even Ibrahimovic,
Yeah, Ibra was
Ibrahimovic
good.
is a good dribbler as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are the kind of strikers I have in my head. Thierry Henry. I don't know
Yeah,
if you say Henry
Henry
is a
was good.
striker, but
He is a
I don't know if he played
striker.
more on the left
He played on
or as a
both
or as a
ends. He at some
exact
point he
like those
moved to
top
the
nines,
middle.
like exactly like those ones. So for me, I'll put even all of those ones before Haaland,
Mm.
right? Those are the kind of players that I think of, and I'm like, yeah, like this is it. Osimhen, I don't really see him as a dribbler like that.
He said what he said. Wait till you see man, do you?
No, no, no.
That's a
No,
really
no. I like him. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, for my team, the kind of striker I like are those guys. But if it comes to United, obviously, 100%, I'll take him at United. Like,
okay.
I'll definitely take him at United. Because the
Uh,
way football is, you either get those strikers that can dribble, you
no.
get those strikers
Well,
that can
actually,
score.
just
So,
mentioning because someone mentioned Alvarez there. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know Alvarez was this. I mean, I knew he was good, but this season he's been a
Alvarez is
revelation.
good.
He's good. He's really good. But then
The reason why,
obviously I
part
don't
of the
watch
reason
La
why we
Liga
didn't
as
really see
much,
him
but
shine as
Champions
much for
League,
City was just because of Ireland. And because
yeah.
of that, what Pep was doing was he was playing Alvarez as sort of a number 10,
Hmm.
kind of,
Hmm.
you know. So that's why we didn't see him shine. But Alvarez is a good player, man. Oh,
Unbelievable. Like in the Champions League, I watched him against Madrid and I was like, wow, this guy is good. And then I watched the game against Atletico, although Barca ended up winning the game 4-2. But I think the first mistake was them taking out Alvarez. Immediately they took him out, no threat. And then just out 4 goals from nowhere.
no.
Um Next question, and which is probably the last question because we've run out of time. You're not an Arsenal fan, but do you think we can sign Isak in the transfer window? And if not, can you recommend a striker in your head that you think will actually suit the Arsenal style of play?
I mean, I think you guys should just go for, is it Sesko? I don't think you guys
These
can sign
guys
Isak
just
because
it's terrible.
I think first of all, I think Newcastle will see themselves as a top club, right?
Yeah.
Even if they're going to sell Isak, they will sell him at such a high price for you.
These
Like they
guys.
will sell him,
Oh, the comments are
um,
too funny.
you
Ve-
know, uh,
Why is he talking
they'll
about?
sell him at a high price for you as well. And
Yeah,
now they've just won a
yeah,
trophy,
yeah.
so they're good. Um, and I
Who's
think they're trying to build as
can
well.
you
So
can you see the comments?
who says they would even sell Isak anyway? Like I'm trying to understand why would they need to sell, like, except they need money, but why would they be needing to sell
Yeah,
Isak? They should be
in
trying to
all
build.
honesty, I
They
feel
should be
like
trying
they
to
are
build. So
exactly as an us. If I was in the Aston, anything above 80, I'm not going to pay for it. I think there are so many other, maybe not as good as Isak, but I feel like you can get a decent striker for a decent price that will at least deliver much better rather than breaking the bank for an Isak, in my own personal opinion.
this is you see, this is the problem, right? I know an Arsenal friend, and I was
Mm.
telling him at the time, and I was like, you guys should just sign a proper striker. You don't know
Just,
whether he's going to score 100 goals a season, 10
I think
goals a
I would go
season.
back
Like,
for an
just sign a
Alvarez.
proper
I would
striker.
actually go
You've
back for
got
an
so
Alvarez.
many
You know that,
creative
right?
midfielders that can create goals. But my guy was like, No, we need somebody that's a
How much do
confirmed
you think an
proper. I'm
Alvarez
just
will
like,
cost
come
right
on,
now?
man.
Because then I would go for an Alvarez. I don't think Atletico would charge that much. Maybe
Atletico,
60,
what?
60,
Someone they signed
70,
for 75 million pounds or something?
75 euro pounds. No, it wasn't
Yeah.
that much. No, no,
Yeah, I
no,
think
no,
it
no,
was
no, no, no.
75 or 80, something around that price. Check, you can check. I don't have my computer yet. But they signed him for
Oh,
that price. They're not gonna
80
let him
million.
go. They're not gonna let him
80
go.
million.
Yeah. So and you think they will sell Isak to you for Arsenal's
Ah.
budget? You bad jokers, man.
Oh, he's a Premier League record sale, you know. I didn't know this.
They sold him for very
The La Liga will
expensive.
pay an initial 64 million. Oh, 64 million pounds and then 17 million add-ons. Okay, so
Yeah.
64
So
million with
yeah.
17. They know it's a free them. They don't even get money.
Like honestly, and
This
you think
guy.
it's gonna go for Arsenal's, but so
Oh
you
man.
guys should just sign Cesco, sign one of
Oh
them
my
guys.
days.
I don't even
Okay.
think Sporting will sell Gokores for anything less
Nah. I
than
feel like there are
70,
strikers out there
75.
we can
But if you
get,
can pay
honestly.
60 million for Kai
Wits is
Havertz,
not a
then why
striker though.
not?
Wits is not a striker. Or
Yeah, it's not it's
Verts
not a
is how it's
striker.
pronounced. Verts is not a
It's not
striker.
gonna it's not gonna
Yeah,
it
because
plays like more like Odegaard,
I swear
but
this guy
maybe
is
a
like
better version of
it's
Odegaard.
just they should just give you. I probably think you have like a ball. I think he's just Gyökeres to Man United. Verts is an option. Do you have like a ball, a crystal ball where you're just dictating things? Anyways, do you have any final like just gossip out there in the world of
What
sports you
what do you
wanted to talk
think?
about?
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think Portugal still playing Cristiano Ronaldo?
I mean, he scored.
You bad jokers, man.
No, no. Personally, I wouldn't. When I saw the highlights, because I didn't watch the game, and I saw Ronaldo 2 goals, I'm like, this guy is still playing.
You
But
bad Did he score 2 goals or 1 goal? He missed the penalty and scored 1 goal.
I think he
I don't
scored
know if
two.
it was two. I
I
think it
think he
was
scored
one.
two. Personally, like I said, I wouldn't. Ronaldo shouldn't start all games. Yeah, maybe coming off the bench, maybe. But would he? No. Maybe he can be there for. I mean, they called Henderson.
I feel like they're doing themselves a disservice by not, you know, by continuing to play that guy.
Yeah, because
Um,
his work rate is in, and people are still even talking like he might still be in the next World Cup. If he starts, he
Yeah,
should
like
come off
that's
at
what
60. He
he
shouldn't even
still
start.
wants to go.
He shouldn't
It's
even
such a
start.
see,
He shouldn't
some
even be
players I'm just
starting. I
like,
think he
man,
should be
like
coming
just
off
let
the
it go,
bench.
man. Like just
But the thing is, where he shuts everyone up is that he still has that, and that's where normal fans or like fans we don't talk about the GAs. But he's still giving us the GAs. What can you say?
see,
No, that's what I'm
forget
saying.
it,
I
right?
don't support it.
Forget it. See, only because, right? Like this is not a proper competition, right? Like
Mm.
I feel like in a proper competition, they will just lock him up, and that's the -1 for you. Like that,
I think
I
not
feel
even the
like
lock up for me. I think the game I saw him and I was like, why are you calling this guy? Is the one that he wasn't running back, he wasn't tracking back,
he cannot. He's
he wasn't
not,
tracking
and it's
back, he
not his
wasn't
fault. He's
covering.
just too old to
He's
do
old
that,
to do all
so he
that.
cannot. So
I
you
mean,
see,
shout
like
out
that's
to
what I'm
him
saying.
though.
I'm
He's
just like,
38. That's
bro, they
amazing.
need
Trust
to.
me, like the
They need
Michels and
to.
the rest, his age mates with them, and those guys are now pundits. This guy is still actually playing top level football. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
No, no
they
cap.
should just. I mean, shout out
Yeah,
to
he won't
him.
last. He won't last.
That's why he's in the Saudi league. But I don't think they'll do any good. Taking him to the world, especially trying to now start him, like play him as a
Yeah,
proper starting
I
man.
think
Like
come off the bench should be fine.
they just wouldn't do that. And I think because of how big he is and because of his ego, I don't think any coach would be bold enough to put him on the bench, which is why credit to Eric Ten Hag, like bench the guy, sold him. I was like so happy about
Well,
that.
that's the same.
But yeah, I think see for me, look at Messi, right? And I'm looking at like there's
Yeah,
no
Messi.
controversy. He sits on the bench. He doesn't make the squad. He does. He's not even so particular about going to the net. I mean, granted, that he's already won it, but
He's won the
he's
World
not
Cup now.
fighting to like. He's just playing his football. Like honestly, I think Ronaldo is going to get to a point where people would actually boo him off the pitch at this rate.
Before I'll come back to this. Let me watch when their
Sometimes
next
you have to leave
Portuguese
when
game,
the
and then
ovation is loudest. What?
I said I'll watch one of his games before I decide if they should completely drop him. But Messi carried his country to the World Cup. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Messi, this man is definitely a Messi supporter. The way he's texting, you can clearly
Yeah, I'm
see
a
it.
Messi supporter. I'm happy about that.
That makes a lot of sense. No wonder he just chipped in there, but you can see Messi is doing this, is doing that.
I'm happy about no. It's
Shameless,
not even apart from being a Messi
shameless.
supporter. It's just I think you should have gone when the ovation is loudest.
Well, the ovation
Just
is
go
still
to
loud.
Saudi
It's
and just
Ronaldo.
let the young ones. So maybe if he comes back as a coach, or maybe he comes to support the team, or maybe he's happy to play
They
on the
they always
bench.
they always
You
say
know
he's
those kind
bringing
of things. Like
experience. He's bringing in experience and leadership qualities.
yeah, you should do that from like 75 minutes. You should come on and do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But they're really gonna shoot themselves in the
So in the
foot.
foot.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
if they keep doing this. But anyway, he's
Anyways,
gonna keep scoring those one or two odd goals, and they are never going to see it.
he said, "Now pride go injure Ronaldo." This guy, please let's.
Honestly, that please, you're so right. Like
Anyways,
that's
that's
just
fine.
it.
Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for actually tuning in today. I know that a lot of the comments have all been like bans and nothing having to do with football, but we've had a lot of comments today. And thank you to the last Adewuzi. Shout out to you, brother. Have you got any final words before we call it an evening?
I can't wait for the Premier League to be back, man. I'm so
That's this
bored.
weekend, isn't it?
I'm so bored.
Honestly, weekends without the Premier League is just tragic.
It's so
Honestly, I
boring,
don't
man.
even know.
I
Like,
can't wait
just
for the
like,
Premier League. I mean,
although
even
I
though
have
I
been
know like
enjoying
Liverpool
international
have won
football.
it, but I just still want to watch some games at least. I
Well,
can't
yeah, I
wait.
mean Liverpool have won it. Oh, by the way, something I wanted to talk about was um the England. I don't know, you didn't see the England versus France under 21 game. I think France won that game 5-3. And I'm not going to lie, players under 21 and there were a lot of talent on display. Go check it out, guys, if you haven't seen that the highlights to that. France versus
I
England
didn't
under
see the game.
21. Like you're seeing guys like Elliot, I think Zai Emery for France.
Zaya
I don't know if
Emery
he
was he
was, or did
playing
he
in
call?
the
Did he
under
called in the?
21?
I don't know if he was
Why
called
is he
into the
playing in the
first
under
team
21 when he
or
plays for?
I might be mistaken. I might be mistaken, but I'm sure it was either Turkey. Yeah, like the talent on there, crazy, crazy for the other 21s. And I'm like, these guys are so good at this age. Is not under 21. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Emery, someone just confirmed that he's not in the under
Yeah, because I
21.
was
But
like,
like,
why
there are
would he
some
be
really,
playing
really
under
good.
21?
There were really like some good names on there. I mean, at least yeah, the France talent is crazy. It is crazy. So go check the highlights out. It's just amazing to see those young boys and playing so well. But anyways, thank you guys. Thank you, Bidex, and thank you everyone
Thank
who
you
has
very
joined.
much. Thank you for
We'll see
joining.
you guys
Can't
soon.
wait for the Premier League to be back and we'll talk about good football again.
You like that?
Bye.
Signing out. Bye.
Bye.